Hi everyone, this is your database series lecture number 1. So here we will see lecture about data and information. Okay, so first we will see data. So data is any raw facts or any unprocessed figure that has no meaning with respect to the real world. So it can be represented in any form. It can be numbers, text or symbol. So just like I said, like if I can take any name, like suppose John. John is only data. It has no meaning. And if any number like 3497 can be any number that has no meaning. Okay, so that is data that has no meaning with respect to the real world. It has only fact. Then if you come out information, so if a data is processed to generate some meaning from it, then it becomes information. So when it is information, then it has some purpose and can provide some insights that is helpful in decision making. For example, if your input is data and when you process it, it will become output, and this output is your information. So the data is nothing but your fact, and when you process it, it becomes information and it has some meanings. Then if you see what is the data versus information, the same thing I have written, that data has raw fact and that has no meaning with respect to the real world, and information has some meaning, and it can provide some insights about on which context we are saying. And data is nothing but your collection of fact, and information is it provides some insights and it is helpful in decision making. Suppose if I say this is two data I have added, that is blue and car, and if I want to generate information from this, then it becomes, suppose if I say the car is blue, then it is information. But if I say blue and color isolatedly, then it will be uh, my data. So moreover, the data becomes information when it is interpreted and presented in a meaningful way. Okay, so that is data versus information, and that is all about data and information. Okay, so now we'll see database. So what is database? So database is a structured collection of data that is organized for efficient retrieval, insertion, and management of data. Okay, so suppose if you have some number of data and you want to store it somewhere. So if in future if you require those data, then you can retrieve from those repository and use it like what you want from those data. So that is a database where you can insert your new data, you can retrieve the data from your data repository, and you can do some operation on the data. So that is basically database where all your data is stored. So that only I have written, it serves as a repository to store and manage the data so that users and applications can access and modify as it needed. So this thing you can do. So you can store your data on a repository, and whenever you need, you can retrieve the data and use as per your purpose. Then there is a new thing, data dictionary. So data dictionary is nothing but a centralized repository that describes the structure, data type, relationship, constraint, and the metadata of the database. Suppose you have stored some data in your database. So data dictionary, what it will say, what is the type of the data, and whether it is a primary key or foreign key, or what is the length of the data type, everything. So the length of the data type means it is a constant. The data type, what is the relationship means it is if the data is associated with any foreign key with another table, that one it will say. And it acts as a reference guide for users and developers for understanding what the purpose of this column or data that is stored in my database. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.